हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक। एक बहुत टाइम बाद अच्छा वीक पूरा जाता हुआ दिखा। निफ्टी लोअर लेवल से अच्छे मोमेंटम में रही और टू एन एक्सटेंड एके ने एक ट्रेंड चेंज के लिए स्टेटमेंट दिया था। 23,800 के ऊपर अगर सस्टेन करेगा तो फिर मैं कुछ बाय साइड पोजीशन और कुछ ट्रेंड चेंज होता हुआ देखूंगा। आई बिलीव वो अब होता हुआ दिखा है। तो किस तरीके से ट्रेंड चेंज हुआ है, किस तरीके से सिचुएशन चेंज हुई है, समझते हैं एके से और जानते हैं कि कैसा रहा वीक और क्या होने वाला है आगे।
Hello, how are you, Rajit?
आई एम गुड, आई एम हैप्पी। फाइनली एक ऐसा वीक गया जिसमें कहीं ग्लूमी सेशन नहीं। थर्सडे ठीक है, पेन पॉइंट
Yeah,
हल्का सा बना, बट ग्लूमी
right.
सेशन नहीं था। अच्छा सेशन गया। स्टॉक्स मिड कैप स्मॉल कैप भी डिसेंट परफॉर्मेंस रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं वीक। और क्या देख रहे हैं अब आगे?
Rajit, so as you said, मुझे भी after many weeks, I felt actually that there is some sort of stability, not crazy volatility in the markets. मतलब एक जैसे मैंने लास्ट वीक में बोला था कि 23,800 के ऊपर any good news is going to drive it above 23,800 and above. And once that happens, and if that level sustain, so then we can think of making longer positions or buy positions or something like that. Because till that time, till the whole volatility is there, any upside could be followed by any drastic statement and it could just reverse. So having a trade strategy for such a market is it obviously comes with a high level of risk. But yes, like I said, ये जो 2 वीक्स की जो ट्रूस हुई है, ये 2 वीक्स की ट्रूस में what I expect, if there are no violation of this ceasefire from both ends, ये 2 वीक्स की ट्रूस में व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्ट इज मार्केट्स might shift their focus to actual fundamentals instead of playing around and jumping around on fear and panic and any good news flow. So up now क्या है, this is coincided with our beginning of result season. तो अब रिजल्ट सीजन अगर आ गया है एंड यू सॉ टीसीएस's result yesterday, which was pretty decent. I would not say it was exceedingly good, but again 12% YOY growth in the in net profit is not bad actually. And given the fact that the IT sector overall is really beaten down over the last 2 months or so, I think TCS has shown is that they are in line, or they are on the way of wrapping their heads around this whole AI fear. So I don't see why the valuations in the IT sector should continue to keep be on the lower side. मेरे को यहाँ से थोड़ा upside लगती है. Of course, when we get more results of more companies, we'll be able to make a better judgment on how the industry wide thing is going to go. But yes, because of this, a crucial 23,800 level has been sustained by Nifty, which is a very good thing. We have given a couple of closings above 23,800, and I think our current closing on Friday evening is 24,050, which is again better than the psychological mark also of 24,500. So I feel that going forward, if there is, again, I would like to reiterate, if there are no violations of the ceasefire, if that entire thing of fear and panic is slowly subsiding, even if it's not going away completely, if it is slowly subsiding, then also we should be able to sustain 23,800 and maybe consolidate at this level. But going forward, to say a rally or to predict a rally, I would be able to do that only when Nifty comes up way above it's 200-day moving average. I think 200-day moving average right now is closer to 24,300. If I'm not mistaken, 24,260, 24,300. I think that is a zone where it will face some sort of resistance in the coming time. But once it crosses that, it could be backed by anything. It could be backed by further good news. It could be backed by our Q4 results actually doing very well. So it could be any reason, as long as, so like I was saying that going forward, अगर कुछ fresh violations नहीं होते हैं, and the market moves out or of this fear and everything, we should be able to sustain this 23,800 to 24,000 mark. And once we do that, even if we do not move at a fresh high, even if we do not rally up, there is no reason for markets to rally. Personally, what I feel is there's no reason for right now for markets to rally. There can be a host of good news. There can be good predictions for monsoons. There can be good corporate results coming up in the coming weeks. ये सारे reasons हो सकते हैं market rally के लिए, but market rally 24,260 to 300 जो 200-day moving average है, एक बार वो cross करे तभी होगी. तो till that time I don't feel that I can say we feel very confident that यहाँ से एक rally आ जाएगी. But as long as we are not breaking down below 23,800, I am pretty now satisfied that markets should sustain.
Chali, got it. So for the coming week, I believe the range that we have got is 23,800 on the downside as a very strong support, and 24,300 will be a resistance only if we get some real positive news from the geopolitical end, or we see some positive development, some real good results, or some macro data coming in a very decent manner. We might see a uptrend, but for the week, the range would be 23,800 to 24,300. And if we break the downside support of 23,800, what are the levels that we are about to see? If you could tell us more about that.
Rajit, मुझे actually 23,800 के नीचे support कोई बहुत near नहीं लगता है, because there is in the chart also there is a big gap between 23,200 odd levels and मतलब वो 600 पॉइंट का जो गैप है ना, 600-700 पॉइंट का गैप है, उसमें markets have not consolidated. So in the charting it does not show any sort of a minor support zone or anything. So anything under 23,800 is extremely risky, I feel. So अगर 23,800 actually टूट जाता है, तो I would strongly suggest that do not make a long position. Definitely not.
चलिए, got it. And I believe जिस तरीके से पूरी सिचुएशन बनती हुई दिख रही है, for the time being ये इसी रेंज में रहना चाहिए. चलिए, as always, it was fun knowing and learning about the markets, and hopefully we'll catch up again next week and understand as to how the markets are poised. As always, thank you for coming and telling us more about the markets. Have a happy weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.